Hello everyone and welcome to episode 9 of the SIMPS SMP. Now, this video is a lot different. If you've realised, I'm not actually talking to you. This is a voiceover. Because this is more of a relaxed video. This is more this is more calm. This is more I'm talking with you about generally how I found content, how I've got back into like the headset of creating content, and just generally how I've been dealing with everything. So in this video, I'm going to go through like every single one of my videos and just give you fun facts or things that went wrong about them and share my thoughts and opinions on different things. So, we're starting with the first video I ever made on The Simps, which is called I'm Back. Hello.
I'm in a suit, finally. Fuck you.
Thank you. I'm not really a man, more of a dog.
Yes, what info would you like? Died only twice. You're still fresh.
It's a shorter vid, definitely. It's a very short video. But it was filled to the brim with edits that I absolutely love. And when I made that video, I wanted my kind of rebranding to be more of this this cool, lots of edits, really complex stuff. And I just kind of wanted it to feel like that video, but just a lot longer. The reason it was so short is because it was made during exams, and that I was definitely trying to focus on exams whilst doing it at the same time, and it was kind of it was a tough balance, definitely, but I definitely got it under control and figured out how to balance a lot of stuff. In this video, there contains an edit of VTag, which, to be honest, in my opinion, is the only thing that fuels his ego. I have no idea how he keeps it so high, but I'm pretty sure it's that video. So the second video I ever made was a message from a god.
There are 27 pieces of it scattered around the server by your insufferable friend. All I wish is that you collect them all. Some have already been found, but 2 have been lost to the fault of man, and no one can remember what they are.
This kind of gave me the idea to do what I called mini-sodes, where every other week we do a smaller episode, and then the next week we do a longer episode. And it truly helped me spread out content and not get burnt up, especially balancing it with exams. Also, the idea for a message from a god started out as a bit between me and No. It was like we were up at 2 a.m. or something, and No gave me a shulker box of different like named redstones, and went, spread this around the server. It'll be actually really funny, and so we did. And it started like that, started as a bit, but then it actually started to work with my lore. So I asked No about it, and they said, yeah, sure, you can take it as your lore. And it took off as my lore. Very misfortunately, no one actually did the hunt for the ancient one. Every single time I checked the chest, it was just empty entirely. The ending, what it was supposed to be, was I was supposed to, you know, like build up this giant stage. In that stage, there was a lightning machine, and it was supposed to, like, there was going to be this really dramatic, like, explosion and stuff. There's going to be thousands of lightning coming down from the sky. Massive thing happens, and then from the top onto the altar drops an endermite, and everything just stops, and it would be like this massive build-up, and then just go, and there was an endermite, and it was like a massive letdown, and that was the joke. High Swag was then supposed to kill it, and I was gonna get mad at High Swag, but then that idea never happened, of course, So the idea for this parasite that's kind of controlling me eventually became the skulk. And that became like the big that became like a big part of my lore. Which, to be honest, I kind of like that idea more than the god. I'm not. Now that I look back at it, I prefer the way I did things now. I wouldn't have really liked the skulk god to be not skulk god, the endermite god to be a thing. I think we gave him a stupid name, but I can't remember what it was. And he was going to be name tagged this like stupid name, and we were going to worship him like a deity, and it'd be hilarious. But okay, the next video is major progress, minor terrorism. All right, that's that video done and uploaded. Oh, I should probably check on Cheems. See how he's doing. He's not used to this. This video is where I built the bakery and kind of marks the start of the downfall of Cheems. No, sorry, not Cheems. It's like the start of the downfall of the character of Jacob. It's also the first example of the realm that Cheems is stuck in. Although you don't really realize that he's stuck in. It's just kind of this is setting the stage. This is what's happening, right? There is this person. There is this person. They communicate. This person's here. This person's there. Another little fact is that the room that Cheems is in, like the main room, is modeled after my IRL bedroom. So the bed's the same, the green screen against the wall's the same, and yeah, it's just kind of, it's not one-to-one, but it very closely resembles my actual bedroom. Ooh, okay, a lost tape, that's the next one. Maybe. You still trust him. Well, he's the only hope I got, especially now that you've given up. I have? Alright. I like this video. It like really fleshes out the story and gives a lot of backstory between the character of Jacob and Cheems. And it also promoted my bakery, which at the time was fairly new. And honestly, it did a massive job. Like weeks after that, that's like when it really got out there that my bakery existed. And after that video came out, a lot of people actually shopped and a lot of people bought stuff. So generally a win-win for me. Elf, Bouncing Elf, who joined the server at the same time as me, made the models for the cherry pie. And he takes it as his biggest, like, accomplishment that everyone uses the pie. And yeah, he finds it so good and he's so happy that it took off like it did. And also in this video, just as the background footage, I'm going to be building the upgraded bakery. It's just the bakery, but new fit for the new mall. So loose ends and losing lives. Yuck. Please land. As of right now, this is my highest viewed Simps video at 112 views. This is then followed by I'm back at 102, and then my application at 90, which is unlisted on my channel, but I'm pretty sure you can get to my application through my first video that I'm back. I think it's one of the end cards. But yeah, it's unlisted on my channel. So for it to get 90 views, I'm quite impressed. I think before I'm Back came out, it also did massive for no reason. It was just impressive. Also, to make the application, I was prompted by an old friend of mine and a player on The Sims called Clapseal. Unfortunately, Clapseal doesn't actually play The Simps anymore. They used to play it with Crescent. I knew Crescent and Clapseal before I like came onto Simps, and Crescent and Clapseal kind of like went, yeah, it'll be really good if you join the server. You said you want to get back into it. Come on, make an application. You've got this. I believe in you. And so they were the people who made me make an application, and I got in, and I'm here now. Also, final thing about this is that losing in the title is spelt wrong, and I will never change it. An old song. Wow. Okay.
In the big brass band, he wore a Stetson hat, and he bled red.
This is my first and probably only fully animated video. It's set to the song Hecate by the band The Dirty Rotten Vipers, who, honestly, I absolutely love and wish they put more songs on Spotify. My fave song of theirs is definitely their cover of 16 Tons, even though there are only 2 songs right now. Another note about them is that on the piano segment of the video, that is modelled after their band's setup, because they busk on the street as a band, and I think it's a nice little homage to them. I like it. This video was also my first time using Minimator, the program that I use to animate everything. And it's very interesting, but during that first week, I was so focused on only animating that I didn't ever record mine and Sloth's wedding. So there is no footage, I don't think, at all of the wedding. There's only that 3-second clip of me kissing Sloth, right? And it's such a shame because it was a good wedding. There were so many bits, but yeah, you'll never see the footage of it because I don't think anyone recorded it, which I'm really annoyed about. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't know about world download tools at that point. So I built everything by hand. So every setting there is on just a build world of mine. The arena which me and the robot fight in, one of the very end shots is just there, and it's never going to be used again. Also, that robot is a skin of a Valorant agent called KO, who was built to be a training robot, and so I used him as a little, I used him like as a fighting dummy, which I think is good because he would definitely beat me in a fight no matter what. This was my first time. This was like my first use of the colors blue and red in lighting to symbolize conflict. Red being Cheems and blue being Jacob, later-in-law. Even though in this video it's flipped so that Jacob is red and KO is blue. That doesn't matter. Finally, this includes some of the shots of past me that existed. All of them were real, besides some of the old builds, which were builds that I made on SMPs that I never recorded or streamed, so I had to kind of remember what I could of them and recreate them. And the rat. The rat skin is the only skin there that wasn't one that I ever used. It was on an old server back with Crescent and Clapseal, and we had a bit where we made a sewer system, and we were obsessed with cheese, and all became rats. Unfortunately, the skin that I actually used, I didn't realize at the time, but it just looked like me in blackface. So I changed it for that video, and that skin will be never worn again. I think, yeah, okay, the next video is my new job.
God, my motherfucking
Where's the manager at this restaurant?
Behind you.
I need to have a couple of
Actively
words.
behind you. To your right now, more in front of you. You're looking at the wrong person. It's like that way, more.
I have been waiting for at least 2 minutes. Are you down here? Yeah, today.
He is a
How about you
semi-aquatic
stop
egg-laying
yapping
mammal
and
of
start
action.
working?
Currently, as of recording this, this sits at 69 views, which I think is fitting. And the OSHA bit that VTAG and Plaxiful started genuinely got out of hand. And after recording, we had to stop it really quickly because people were actually getting mad at them. This video started the "greed of man will be my downfall" quote, which I've said many a time, always followed with a "but," and then I go do something greedy. Like, I think in this case it was the Leviathan? No. Yes, it was the Leviathan, I think. But yeah, this video also features the Big Boy Room, which is a reference to the TV show Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Although the contents are very different from the TV show to mine, it is just the realm that Cheems is in. It's fully built on my build world, and it has so much room for expansion. I honestly don't know how big it will get by the end of Season 1 of The Simps. Finally, this video started Cheems' downfall as he finds hope for an escape within the Nexus. The argument is the next video. What about me? Why are you here? Me! I am your friend. I am your priority! And the title of this video is very important, actually. It's very different from the minisodes before it, because unlike the others, it starts with a definite article, the. It's the argument, not an argument like the others. This was mainly as I thought that Cheems and Jacob would never actually fight again after this. Yeah, that worked out well. Cheems' big speech is my favorite of the two big speeches, but it starts with a line from the song Digital Silence, and I cannot help but imagine it every single time I watch that. Finally, this contained a hint towards the Leviathan by showing it and playing the song Leviathan from the Subnautica soundtrack. This song was originally supposed to be a Deadly Sloth song, but misfortunately he couldn't make the song on time, and so I chose the one from Subnautica to play. The Leviathan. Firstly, look at me. I can't do it looking like this. I need a quick costume change. Look at that. Here we go. This little skin with it's like a little lab coat, and it's got some stuff spilt on it, and I really like it. It's got my tail in the back as well. Love it. This, similar to my new job, sits at 69 views at the time of recording. It's probably a coincidence, but you never know. This was the first appearance of CJ in one of my videos, even though we'd been friends for a while. For some reason, he'd just never appeared before. This was also the first time I showed off my lab coat skin, which is my favorite skin that I've ever made. And before Goo blew up the Leviathan, I was planning on moving it to its new location anyway. Goo just gave me kind of more incentive to do so. I never got it back up and running. That was just old footage. Also, because of that, I now own the one and only relic disc on the server. No one lives. Oh, yes.
Imagine we find like something before we find land.
Oh yeah, we're
That
gonna
would be funny.
we're gonna find an ocean monument before that. Knowing my luck.
Do you think they're gonna be upset? Actually went to the ocean.
Oh no, it's fucking hilarious.
Okay. Yeah.
For the
that'll be
bit,
funny.
come on, we commit to the bit.
For the bit. We're just really committed.
Cool,
Wait, let me
shit
try my
like that,
render
like-
list up.
I'm keeping it at what it is. I like the adventure. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. There's something down there.
Really?
There's an ocean monument! You called it! You fucking called it! This is my highest viewed video, 174 videos, which I am really proud of. Mainly because I put a lot of time and effort into making it good. This was also the time where I started using music to symbolize ideologies and themes of a series. So, the song Jessica Gets Off from the Utopia soundtrack, which played at the first death, also plays at the last death. I also tried to make Prediction the main theme of the video, but it never really worked. And finally, the theme where I first went crazy in the video, I overdubbed my breathing and a heartbeat with the music. Unfortunately, I didn't realise that doing heavy breathing for over 2 minutes would cause problems, and I promptly went lightheaded after recording the breathing and had to lie down for the rest of the day and couldn't edit. I am not a simp. This video centers around mine and Sloth's relationship, and it was made as an apology for not recording our marriage. So the entire segment set to Talia from the musical Ride the Cyclone was a genuine, I'm so sorry, I fucked up, please forgive me. This video pushed me past CJ for a brief moment on content on The Simps, until a few days later where he released another video. This is also the first instance of the skulk, which you can see on my skin. I also accidentally flashed Waffles with the stage 3 version of the skulk infection, and he got very confused, and no one else saw, so they were insane for a bit after that. The confrontation. What? Where am I? Every time I spelt confrontation in the edit, I spelt it wrong. Also, this is the shortest video I ever made, yet it took many attempts to make, and I almost didn't get it published because of reasons. One of them being I had to take a day off because I yet again went lightheaded after recording the 17 takes of Stay in the Skulk Whispers. Also, the voice changer for that is called Protogen on VoiceMod, which, conveniently, is the species of my persona. Wow, yeah, the dog YouTuber is a furry. Shocker. I have big wood. That's a sentence. Do not take that out of context. I like to think high swag like a fly that's in your room. Just buzzing around, never really doing any harm, but they're just there, and you notice them once in a while, but they're harmless. For this, the Warden, takeover is an Essentials cosmetic called Warden Takeover. I will not be disclosing how much money I spent on it, just know that it was too much. This video put me massively ahead of my schedule, as I had to make the next video before I went to Rome on holiday, and midway through making it, TJ sent me a message going, "You need to find the Nexus very quickly," and I went, "Oh shit, I was planning this to be the end of my lore," and very quickly had to record both scenes with TJ and Sloth for my lore finale. The mug I use in the video is one from the Alton Towers theme park, and the ride Wicker Man, which is one of my favourite roller coasters. Finally, nothing happened with the upper class. Absolutely nothing. I think they had too much backlash, and to be honest, I've just seen nothing happen. Besides maybe Pongo and High Swag making a rap.
Sigma on the wall, who's the skibbidiest of them all? It's you, Top Sigma.
Yeah, that's enough of that. An immortal horse. And now, Please. Yes! It works! He's alive! Fuck yes! Oh my god! I love how this video came out. From the machine to the edit, to the cameo of my friends in the middle. I think it's one of the best videos. But I had to repost it. So it's lost a lot of its views. This video was also posted whilst I was in Rome, and I had CJ and TJ fight for who could post the link to it on the Discord first. CJ won. Also, in Rome, I had a wonderful time. Even though the heat was unbearable at times, we learnt to work around it. I also took a chunk out of the Colosseum wall by accident, and I was too scared to mention anything, so I took it home, and now I just keep it on my desk. The beach episode.
Listen, Cheems, look at me. Drugs.
Oh.
Jump, no balls.
Oh, yeah.
Jump, no balls.
Ooh, you hype me up. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Do it on no balls, do it on no balls.
Yeah. This is my first video in a while that has no lore in it. By accident. The video was finished the day of getting home and posted later in that same day. So I never had any time to check the video was all good. Turns out, the video file was corrupted from the ending that you saw onwards. It was supposed to be 26 minutes instead of 19. I do actually finish the Sonic quote.
Why is everyone just doing
I
this?
can finally
It's just like-
leave! Martha, honey,
I can
I'm
finally
coming!
leave. Martha,
I'm back in
coming
the
home.
fucking and there was some shenanigans with boats that you missed. Alright, how good at the game am I? It's just a loop. Oh fuck, we ran off. And V-tag twerking. It's a long story. But there was supposed to be a hint towards lore at the ending of the video, which got cut by accident. An ending. Wow. Bandages! No! Fuck! This script is written before this was even posted. So I've no idea what anyone's thoughts are about it. However, throughout editing, I kept asking TJ and Sloth if I'd gone too far, and where the line was, and if it was okay or not okay to include this in a video. And it was like, I kept messaging them like every 10 seconds. I was like, is this too far? Is this too far? I want to find the line. Because my aim for like the gore of that was very much to be on the edge of the line. It was how far can I push these characters without it coming too bad. And honestly, I think I could have done better. I don't like Jacob's speech as much as Cheems' speeches, but I still really like it. Cheems' speeches? He did multiple? Who knows? Anyway, I especially like the conversation between my friends. I used them because I wanted someone unfamiliar to you, the audience. If I used anyone on Simps, you'd go, oh, that's Herbert, or oh, that's Lexip. And so I wanted a blank slate character that you, the audience, can imprint on and embody as they are supposed to represent the audience. Yet again, the title of this video is very ambiguous. It is an ending, it's not the ending. Because I might want to continue this lore, just in a different arc. Although that won't happen soon. I'm currently working on other projects, like a bunch of Simps members want to do a D&D campaign, of which I've offered to DM for. So I'm currently in the process of writing, but I have a lot of ideas, and hope that it'll be as cool as I want it to be. Finally, yet again, I went lightheaded after recording the screaming parts for when Cheems gets mutilated by Sloth at the will of Jacob. Also, when recording this, I thought I was home alone. But shortly after recording, my family burst into my room to check that I was alright. I was, and so I blamed it on a stubbed toe. You can't outrun death. Miss me. Miss me. Miss me. Now you gotta kiss me. Come here, Schnuckles. Give me a kiss. This is my longest video at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 27 seconds. Mainly because it was meant to be a series. Unfortunately, spoilers, I died on the second session, and it would be shameful to have a 2-session series. The thumbnail for this video is the first one I've ever made on Minomator, and it's a reference to the shot of Flynn Rider in the pub from the Disney movie Tangled. Also, evoker fangs are coming from above, which is not possible, but it looked cool, so I kept it in. The first video was originally going to be titled I Will Never Die. Unfortunately, after the second session ended, I went to edit that and I saw the title and I just felt bad, so I changed it to the infamous Cheems POV. Finally, before I died, I planned on leaving CJ2. And living all by myself, disappearing from both main groups. Luckily, I got what I wanted, as both CJ and Waffles didn't think I died, and instead thought I was lying, and went back to the pirates, and it was only until the session was nearly over did they realise what had actually happened. Now this video. This was made almost 2 weeks in advance. Thanks to the minisodes, which can only take me around 2 days to create, which allows me to create content weeks in advance. I have truly enjoyed getting back into content creation, and I hope that you as an audience have enjoyed listening to me ramble about my channel for almost 30 minutes. In this time, in the background footage, I've just done some stuff generally to my base and the bakery, so I hope you enjoy my content as much as I have enjoyed making it. Goodbye.